Thing. All right, you ready to clap again like the olden days? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Third Wheel Podcast.
At night.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Darci.
Okay.
And we are actually at night.
I know. Look behind me, guys. When we started this show, it was supposed to be an every other week type thing, but it has turned into Shaps isn't available this week, so therefore we're shooting episodes and they come out when
they come out.
When he's not here, yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is going to come out like this weekend because Shaps is just not available. But, other times when an episode comes out, we shot it 5 weeks ago. and it's just on the weekend, he's like, I can't make it. They go up, and then we're golden.
I feel like we normally do, well, besides this last time because I was on time crunch, but I feel like we normally do a couple episodes.
Mm-hmm. So we used to. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We used to, but I just been holding on to him until he's not available. So, but as of right now, that's what's going on. Not complaining. He's just doing the Lord's work, so to speak. How have you been? That's wonderful. We got a lot to talk about tonight, believe it or not, despite that awkward 5-second pause where she couldn't get a single breath out. Thanks for meeting me on such short notice. Actually, this was your idea. I was surprised.
Well, it was kind of your idea
I don't think so.
because I talked with you. I sent you a random post, which we're going to get into. Do you not like the pineapple?
No. You got me the worst flavor.
Do you want to try the raspberry?
No, I don't want to try anything. I wanted the lemon one or the lime. Sorry, the lime one.
You should have prefaced.
Yeah, you're right.
Specified.
Prefaced.
Specified.
No,
Sorry,
preface
is not the right word.
Close enough.
Specified.
Close enough. You sound just smart enough.
Yeah, if I would have really stuck to my guns and been confident.
Yeah, you should have said drink that pineapple.
Would have loaded me up.
I miss comments besides my stalker, by the way. Yeah, she's still harassing me, but that's okay.
Me.
Yeah. Do you think you get it worse or do I? I don't even mean to measure our wieners. I'm talking
It depends. Because in the beginning, for sure you.
Oh, yeah.
For sure the first 2 years you. But lately, I definitely feel like I've been the main target most times. Because you hadn't heard from her in a while. I felt like every few months I was like, yeah, she's blowing up my feeds and stuff.
She'd bring me up, right? I don't remember reading yours that hard. I read the ones she gives me with the magnifying glass. Oh my God.
She commented on my Facebook a few months ago, and then she did again, and then she commented on my Instagram, and then she most recently commented on my Facebook again about my murder charges.
Yeah, that are on the way.
Yeah.
You criminal.
By Trump himself.
Trump.
Kamala's
after me. I think you get Trump. I get Kamala. Yeah. They're both coming. They're working together to take us down.
Oh no, I got Trump and Kamala.
Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. I'm not special enough.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah. She's last week. I think. Yeah. Last week. I think. I know it was last week. I'm acting nonchalant. This girl. I kind of think I know. But no, yeah.
What's her face?
Yeah, something.
What's her name?
Something Stephanie, huh? But
Eleni.
Yeah. Where's that bleep button at? No, I'm just kidding. I don't care at this point, dude. She's so trash, dude.
I'm so ready to just unleash some stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Nothing we hit her with just works. It just bounces off of her. Yeah. She's really good at that. I wish I had that
but she's not
words
good
just
about,
bounce
but
off.
Here's the thing, when we actually talk about her and address her, it bounces off. But when we're not talking about her,
so personally, she takes
it's
it
so personal, and it's just
how could you do that? Yeah. I would never, as she's actively trying to hurt me.
Why are you talking about me? And it's we were literally talking about my husband.
Yeah. He said I had the best body. I was like, I'm talking about her husband, obviously. I got pictures, dog. Yeah. My arms were all up on his body.
It was.
It was, yeah.
Shirtless.
Yeah. I mean, the tattoos really gave it away too. I could have said that's not me, but I branded myself like a cow. Enough about her, dude. She sucks, dude. Yeah. Tell me about your business venture that's completely different from hers.
This is such funny timing.
I know.
Because I've been talking about this all year. Or over a year now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have little... Here we go. Hang on. Excuse me.
He'll also mimicking somebody.
I am starting candles.
She's got her cases?
I got little tester jars in different colors.
Where did you get your jars from?
The jars I just got from Amazon. Okay. So this purchase should be the most expensive per candle.
Okay.
But I didn't want to spend $500 to get 1,000 glasses. You know what I mean? Like I was just trying to spend $25 and try it out just in case.
Because you're still testing them out too. So you don't want to test them with the glass.
Yeah, because this is going to be like my own like personal recipe. Like this isn't like following other people's candle stuff.
Well, here's the thing too is like, may I? I'll take the orange one that I almost dropped earlier. You remember like the first episode of our show, I like broke your mug, the one that the wifey one.
The one I said not to break.
It was stuck. I had to rip it out.
Yeah, I said anyway. I'm fine with this one breaking, but not the other one.
I was like, I got some bad news for you, buddy. Yeah. that clink you heard was your mug breaking. Yeah. I like the color on these. Mm-hmm. They're very sturdy. They're plastic, right?
No, they're glass.
Actually? Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. It feels like a ceramic, I guess.
Yeah.
Almost. So
I think it's the matte coloring you're feeling on the outside.
Yes. Is it called matte, actually?
Yeah.
I always said mate. Like, it's because it's spelled M-A-T-T-E, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I told you right before we started shooting, I think I'm the dumbest guy I know.
I didn't disagree with you.
Yeah. You were oddly silent during that statement.
I'm never silent.
Yeah.
Except when you ask me how I'm doing.
No, you tell me.
Well, just now I was.
Yeah. Very rarely is it my fault that how you're doing is bad, but, even then you tell me. But yeah, so the inside's nice. How high up do you think these candles are going to go?
Like how full?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as far as where the
I want inches.
I didn't know if you're asking price.
It was a stupid question.
I mean, you can see how big the glass is.
I know, it's a dumb question. But like, I mean, how full will this container go?
It will meet the lid.
We weren't not worried about the wick sticking up too high when you close it up. If it's going to the lid.
Well, that's going to be part of figuring it out.
I guess when you open them, okay.
So you see how there's like a 1/4 inch or whatever of a lid? So it'll probably be like a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch down.
Okay.
From the very tip of it. So it should, the wick should meet the bottom of the lid.
Well, I was asking that dumb question. I was thinking about it. Like when you open it, the wick is usually like pushed down anyway. Mm-hmm. So like it makes sense.
Yeah. So those are 4 ounce jars, and I'm probably gonna fill them to be like 3.5.
Okay, I'm excited. And what flavors are you starting with?
Flavors?
Yeah,
I was thinking chocolate cake.
Next episode, I'm just gonna eat a candle.
Yeah. Speaking of eating the candle,
wait, we're not there yet. You're jumping the gun. Slow down.
You jumped the gun first.
No, I did not. I just declared what I was gonna do.
No, I have a bunch of different scents. I mean, I have peppermint, lavender, orange, rosemary. I got 12 different scents. Cinnamon.
How are you gonna? How do you mix them to where? How do you
incorporate them?
Incorporate a scent into the what we call tallow, which we'll explain what tallow is in a minute when I eat it on camera.
So I'm gonna melt the tallow.
Okay.
And then once it's off of the heat, it's important it's already off the heat, or else you start cooking the scent out.
Okay.
I'm gonna add drops.
Out or burning, or like make it a burning scent. You know what I'm trying to say? It smells burnt, like a burnt orange.
No, it just won't be as strong.
Okay.
So once I remove the tallow and beeswax, I'm cutting it with beeswax.
I'm sorry. Every time I ask a question, you just give me a face like, what is he asking me? This idiot. I understand my questions are worded stupid, but underneath it, there's a genuine query.
So I melt the tallow and the beeswax.
Cut it with the beeswax, you said?
Yeah. So it's going to be 4 parts tallow, 1 part beeswax. Once I remove it from the heat, I'll add my essential oils while it's melted. And then once it cools off enough, I'll pour it into the jars, and then it will harden for a candle.
Okay, cool. So. And now we move on to the tallow portion. Well, actually, you got the wicks already, right? Do you have those handy?
They're there.
Oh, no, you're fine. If you did have it here, I was going to also hold that up. Now, do you have to cut those, or do they already come pre-measured?
They should be like extra long. Mm-hmm. That way you can tie them up so that you can, because you have to like tie it to little wooden sticks.
Yeah.
So that it stays up because they're floppy.
Cool.
And then once the wax hardens, that's when you cut it from there. So the wicks should be like twice as long.
Okay.
As the actual holders.
That's cool. I would have thought you cut it, but it's probably dumb. You're talking about tying it.
Yeah, you cut it after.
Oh, sweet Lord, have mercy.
Sets.
That is a big tub of tallow you got.
Yeah,
You're about to make a ton of samples on that.
I know. 40.
I'm about to eat
I did the math.
a spoon. Oh, my God. Now, what's tallow made with? You went on a whole thing about that.
Yeah. So tallow is made from suet. Suet.
Not
is,
suit.
No.
Okay.
It's
very different.
I looked it up very specifically because I tried to say it suit. And it's suet.
Okay.
It is the fat around a cow's organs.
Oh.
And so it's called rendering. You put the fat in like I can't even think of the word for him, like a cooker. And
Cast iron skillet.
No.
I just had to make something up.
And so you heat the tallow up with like a small bit of water. Okay. The water will start pulling the impurities out of the fat and leave you with tallow.
Okay.
But you do this like 7 times.
Oh, God.
And you keep having to scrape off the bottom, remelt it with water, scrape off the bottom,
Until all the impurities
until
are
every
gone.
impurity is completely gone.
Dang.
And you are left with pure white tallow that has no scent.
Okay.
And I don't know about flavor.
Well, okay, so it makes me wonder how they discovered that because, like you told me before, they would just throw away the tallow, toss it, right? Initially,
Butchers would give out beef fat for free because there wasn't really any use for it.
Okay.
And then tallow started trending. I mean, it's always been a thing, but it started trending specifically. And now
Every middle-aged
wanting
white
to-
woman wants to make a candle now.
Yeah. Or use it for,
That's not a dig at you.
for
It's just
cooking or what have you. Because if you remember, there's news articles coming out about McDonald's and how they fry their French fries. And the thing was, back in the 80s, they used tallow, which is a natural oil that's not bad for you. But now they use seed oils and preservatives
all this
and
other stuff
all
that
this
make
junk.
RFK Jr. just want to
Yeah,
fight autism.
pretty much. Yeah. And so, you can use this for cooking, for candles, for soaps, for lotions.
Yeah.
I know you felt it like kind of on your fingers earlier. It is really greasy.
Yeah, it's literally
itself.
grease. Yeah.
But you do like fluff it and mix it with oils and stuff like that, which is also something I'm planning on doing.
Okay.
But the point of me getting into candles is, if you are aware, added fragrance is toxic. It can be, depending on the type of wax they're using in the fragrance, it can be just as bad as lighting cigarettes in your house.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going down the dark rabbit trail hole
For candle
train
making.
of toxins and what's in our clothes and our foods and our scents and all of that. So my candles will be completely toxic free. It will be organic, using pure tallow, pure beeswax, and essential oils that literally is just single ingredient. There's no fragrance added, no perfumes, nothing.
Okay. So do you know any brands specifically that don't do it as clean as you're planning on doing it, where it's got all this other stuff in it that's probably not great for the air or great for breathing?
Anything you're getting from Walmart. I mean, if you see essential oils, they're going to be cut and added with fragrance and all of that other kind of junk to make it cheaper to make.
Cheaper to make. It doesn't add to the scent or anything like that.
Not that I noticed, because I was actually worried about my essential oils, because they came in and I was like, these are probably going to like barely be scented because there's no added fragrance. And I smelled them and I like had to, dude, I had to like take a breath away, where I was just like, my nose hairs burn after smelling that.
Actually.
And so I was like, okay, great. A lot of people will get like headaches from candles, and a lot of that's like the additives and perfumes added. Yep. You're not supposed to light candles if you're pregnant.
Okay.
Because of the toxin fumes that they put off. So this will make it to appeal to not only people that just love candles, but also people that are passionate about living a low toxin life. So if you would, we said,
if you'll move the bucket over, because I think it's in my shot. I think it's taking up half my face. Camera's not as high up as. Okay, so initially I was like, "Oh, what does it smell like?" And then I stuck my nose up to it. Actually, I do kind of smell something.
like maybe
It's very faint. Like, do you not smell it at all?
no.
if a McDonald's was like perfectly scrubbed down, brand new McDonald's, maybe they made one Coke off of it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like you're saying you can catch that like it's in oil.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
exactly.
smell like steak.
No,
at all.
No, and then of course it feels like lotion when you're like rubbing it in between your fingers. So now, does it taste as empty as it smells?
Let's see. I think.
Oh, you're gonna try it with me? Oh Jesus, we're both about to be.
I haven't tasted this at all.
We're both about to be Tylenol Americans together.
This is the opposite of Tylenol American.
It's supposed to be the cleanest thing.
Yes.
Ugh.
Okay.
It does have a taste. It tastes like how I've smelled it. Faint.
Yeah.
But it does have a taste. But what you taste is what I was smelling when I really got a whiff of it.
That's weird.
And honestly,
I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
Imagine that on fries.
I did. That's what I smelled. I was like, I kind of smell, like I said, McDonald's. Like I didn't just make that up. Yeah. I was like, I kind of taste fries here.
Because it doesn't taste like beef. Like it really doesn't.
No.
It's its own thing.
But it tastes like what you would cook fries in.
Yeah.
You know?
What you should cook fries in.
Right. Okay, so if your candle business doesn't pan out, you're going to use that some other way, right? You're going to
lotions, cooking.
I was going to say you're going to butter up your steak with it.
That, yeah.
I'm telling you, like you just get a big old chunk of that.
Well, and that's great for deep frying too. And it's so much healthier. That obviously it's a high fat concentrate. Like it's not healthy, but it's so much healthier than what they use nowadays.
That's what RFK Jr. wishes they cook fries in.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Tallow is such a nice ring to it. Well, I hope your candle business works out because Maddie's about to start a roasting business. And if y'all get into the market at the same time, y'all can share.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick.
I already told her that I would be willing to make a coffee candle to like collaborate our businesses together at some point.
It's going to smell awful, but I'm
or like a
behind it.
coffee scrub. Like,
I'm
you know, they have
joking.
sugar scrubs.
I'm sure a coffee candle would smell great. I'm sure they already exist.
You're right.
Know, so they smell great. I'm sure. I'm just joking, but I even like how coffee smells when it's roasting.
Yeah,
brewing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
like if you add like a scent. Now, I don't know if I'd necessarily want my house to smell like coffee, but maybe somebody does. Maybe somebody doesn't feel like brewing it, but likes to smell coffee. I don't know.
Are you a big coffee drinker?
Yeah.
You don't like the smell?
Well, like I don't mind the smell, but I wouldn't specifically light a candle and make my house smell like coffee. You know, like I enjoy the smell of coffee waking up in the morning, but like I wouldn't just be like, "Oh, company's coming over, go light the coffee candles so that they can smell what they can't."
I mean,
have.
I could have used that. I'm dying over here, dude.
Yeah.
Did I already say? So for Thanksgiving, I got in from Virginia. Our flight was delayed, so it was like a 4-hour layover between flights. We took a small flight to Charlottesville. I think that's in Virginia still, Charlottesville, Virginia. But anyway, and then we took the real plane to DFW, which was the big flight. But in between that plane from the first part of Virginia to Charlottesville, I already forgot the name of where we were at. Lynchburg. From Lynchburg to Charlottesville to DFW. From Charlottesville to DFW was a 4-hour wait. So instead of getting home at 7, I got home at midnight. And then I went to bed at 1 a.m. It was misery. And I got up at 6 to go to work, and I'm really tired.
Yeah,
so,
and here we are at 10 o'clock at night, ready to shoot 5 episodes.
Is it only 10?
Yeah, it's
it
only
feels
10.
so much worse, but it's
we got 4 episodes, buddy.
I admire your commitment to my show, but our show, sorry. How was your Thanksgiving? What did you do?
It was good. So we went to Paul's parents, celebrated Thanksgiving with them. The next day, one of his brothers was in from out of town, and he came and spent the night. And then Sunday, we went to my family's house for Thanksgiving, and they had a plethora of food.
That sounds great.
It was, dude, and my mom's the best freaking cook ever. Oh my gosh. My brother and sister-in-law too, like they do really good. Like all of us brought food. I ended up doing deviled eggs because we were initially going to be
bet those slapped.
They did.
Oh yeah, I bet they did.
I actually have some in the fridge if you want one.
I don't even like deviled eggs, but I bet those were fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, sorry, I got to remember to take home that Taco Bell pie.
Oh yeah,
it's in there. I need it. But anyway, continue.
Paul and I tried the Taco Bell pie at his parents'
So you actually tried it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I did.
You didn't like it?
I mean, like I said, I'm not a sweets person.
Exactly.
It was like a key lime pie, and then the like back flavor was the tropical Baja Blast. So like flavor, they got it pretty on point to like what I feel like the best version they could have done of a Baja Blast pie could have been. Mm-hmm. It was the texture that was just kind of like, it was goopy in my opinion.
Well, that's key lime. It's pretty goopy, I would think.
Is it?
It's almost like a pudding, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. I thought you would know. Be like, yes, a goop. But yeah. So good time.
What did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
We went to Lynchburg, Virginia. So sister-in-law had a baby. You know, they don't listen, so I don't think they'll be upset that I brought up that they had another child. But they did. They had it as soon as I left. So
I saw that.
Yeah. So like I had to go back to work Monday through Friday, you know, so I was at work today, so I had to leave Sunday and come in, and then flight delayed. But it was fine. They have twins, they have a son, and now they have a daughter, who was just born. So it was fun.
Oh, I'm glad they're able. Well, I'm assuming they're glad to have like a mixed gendered household,
right?
Now.
But like 4 kids, man, that's crazy. Yeah. That's the environment I grew up in. And of course, I love all my siblings, but like it did kind of suck. Like single mom, my mom being single, like that's what single mom means. I just had to say it again, but
just had to clarify. Mansplain a little bit.
Yeah, idiots.
Any confusion there?
Yeah,
for the ladies.
So my mother, being the single person as a single mom is, who's single and a mother. You know, with 4 of us, and then eventually 5 of us. But by the time the 5th one came, we were like 4, all grown up essentially. But I can't imagine, dude. I can't imagine having 4 crying. Just like, I know I was an idiot growing up. I still am. But like being that young, and then there's 3 other stupider people than me, like just poking at mom. Like, you know, I don't know how they do it. However, these kids will have both their parents.
That's a big difference.
It is a very big difference. Yeah. And they both care about, as far as I can tell, of course, they could be totally different outside of holidays. But as far as I know, they both love each other and want to be a part of the kid's life, right? And want to stay married.
Yeah.
That's also not something everyone can say. Like both parents wanting to stay married and be in love, you know? That's just...
Yeah, because I had, I guess, the opposite growing up situation where...
2 kids.
My mom had 2 kids, but 11 years apart.
Yeah.
So there's like an ongoing joke of like she's had 2 only children, because by the time I was 7, like my brother was moved out.
Yeah.
And so I had pretty much like an older only child growing up thing, and my parents were doing well financially.
Yeah.
You know, so like Paul gives me slack all the time over just random mini things where, you know, he'll talk about like, oh, I prefer Velveeta. And I'm like, I don't know. I really have like a niche for craft, because like I just ate Velveeta all the time as a kid. Yeah. He's like, oh, you suck. I'm like,
you got to eat caviar growing up. Velveeta's the caviar of cheese.
like I don't know. We went out to eat all the time. You know, me and my mom would go get breakfast at McDonald's. Like,
let me tell you, we had to share 1 cup growing up. 4 kids, 1 cup. We all had to pass it around to share for when we got food. We all got our own food, obviously, but it was like, if we don't have to buy 4 beverages.
Yeah.
So
see, but as much as Paul likes to give me slack for growing up financially stable, we have those same exact stuff in our pantry. Mm-hmm. And you know, he'll be like, "Oh, you're rich parents. I'm like, Paul, we literally have that in our pantry. Like, do you think we're rich?
Because you're both doing so well for yourselves.
Like,
you own a house. You're rich.
Okay, yeah.
You have what we call equity now. Us grown-ups call grown-up, equity.
We're true grown-ups.
Yeah.
That's so insane. We're actually currently in my house right now.
Mm-hmm. If you couldn't tell. Look at that great background right there. These curtains. Homeowners curtains.
Yeah. Those were my choice.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of finances.
Yeah, please, let's transition. We got 5 minutes till we got to hit the cameras again.
Oh, well, we might as well pause.
No, we got 5 minutes. Go ahead. How long is that video?
Probably like a minute.
Okay. Good. Well, actually, we're gonna play it, you said. So we need to plug in something, this cord here. There's a cord down here.
You don't want me to just play it into the microphone?
I guess you can. Let's see if it sounds good.
Study suggests North Texans need need a six-figure salary in order to live comfortably. Let's break down the numbers. Travel and finance site Upgraded Points found a single adult needs just over $107,000 a year. Two adults need a combined salary near $138,000. Add a child, it goes to $184,000. Family of five needs about $265,000. Now, all of this is far above DFW's median personal income of $51,000. It is not cheap to live here, y'all.
Is she even from Texas? She said y'all at the end, just like, look at me.
She
I'm
forced it.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah. It's very distinct. She was like, it costs a lot to live here. Y'all. I'm like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah. So
okay. Why did that piss you off? I mean, I'm sorry. How do you feel about that clip? Spoilers.
I love it.
Yeah.
Total support.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. Cash out your equity now, guys.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just kind of listening to it. And so it really threw me off because initially I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, these numbers are probably skewed from, California, New York, blah, blah, blah. No, these are personalized, like DFW living numbers.
Yeah.
And first of all, they're saying to live comfortably, one single person by themselves needs to make $107,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how comfortable are we talking here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is their version of comfort here?
That's
Like, are they saying owning the Ferrari outside,
Mm-hmm.
What? Because, and I was talking to Paul about it, and he was kind of giving me some slack, like, oh, well, we have it, really good because our mortgage is low and other people's rent is, like $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but we have like a lot of debt,
mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, you think other Americans don't have a lot of debt? And I'm like, but still, like, our combined income is what they're saying. I'm pretty sure it's less than what they're saying. A single person needs to live.
But since you brought that up, I didn't consider debt because I am pretty much, with the exception of like a few thousand in student loans, less than 10,000, way less. I live comfortably off of, sorry guys, I'm just going to say my salary here. I make $89,000 a year.
Right.
And I'm married.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah, but how much is Maddie's income though?
Well, Maddie's income's good, but I don't see it. It's going into her savings. We're saving it. Her money.
So you're not living off of it.
No,
very much.
no, not at all. Like she has maybe two bills, and it's the mortgage insurance, which is nothing, and I think the water and trash, which is also nothing. It's like maybe $100.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, but I can make that up. I could take over those bills just fine off of 89,000. Me and her.
Right.
We own a house.
Yeah. And your mortgage is like
it's cheaper than what I was paying in rent. I was paying rent is consistently $2,200 or above a month. Mm-hmm. And I had roommates.
Yeah.
And it was hard, But I hadn't considered, a lot of people are in a lot of debt. Where like, oh, my car payment's $800 a month.
Right.
It's like, to live comfortably, I got to make $106K.
Right.
Which is BS.
Yeah.
In a way, if you took in all that debt, you got to pay it off. So like, okay, maybe you do need to make more than $89,000 a year. You know what I mean?
So doing the math with our debt, now we have a considerably low mortgage compared to what other people's mortgages or rent may be. So trying to take that into account, I think we would need to make 105 a year for me to be stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
Like,
so that's both of you, including however many kids you have, you think?
No, not however many, but I'm saying like in order for me to not work.
Right.
I think we would need to make around,
Paul
would need to make around 105, but that's including like our debts and stuff.
Yeah.
And our debts are, I mean, our bills are $5,000 or $6,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, and going further into it, so a single person, they estimate 107. A combined salary is 138.
Which is insane.
I can't imagine having an extra 40K a year.
Yeah.
That's a whole teacher's salary.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you can't imagine having that income and combining it with Paul?
Like, I can't imagine making that much money.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We're still in sync. All right, continue. You can't imagine
making an extra $40,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's about what
we could easily have a kid or two off of that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's about what me and Maddie make combined.
Right.
But again,
like you said, you're not seeing any of her income.
No. In fact, I have to ask her to send me a little bit just because we still got one more rental payment, and the last one cleaned me out. So, okay. But after that, like I said, it's all going to savings.
Right.
So, and then she's about to start roasting coffee and selling it. So we got a lot of stuff down the pipe.
Right.
But
and so it's like I get that different people have different amounts of debt.
Yeah.
Different rent stuff, but to say that as an overall, that's how much you need to make to live comfortably
in
with
DFW.
just two people in DFW.
Yeah,
you know,
it's expensive to live here. I ain't gonna lie to you,
but
sure.
It's not. You need 140K to live here.
Most people are bad at saving. Is the thing. Most Americans, I would argue, again, unless if you have an $800 truck payment. That's your fault. You didn't need that. You didn't need that car. Okay, you need a car, but you could buy a car cash for $10K or less, and $10K is on the higher end if you're just buying a car cash. I would argue.
You could even and if you want to buy a reliable car, you can buy one for 15 to 20. Mm-hmm. Because my car was 20 and I pay $400 a month on it. Not even 3.
Mine was 8 and it's lasted 5 years and I've crashed it twice. Like legit.
You bought at a lot different time. I've bought recently. I've bought since 2020, since all the car prices got jacked up.
I would definitely label your car all reliable for sure. Big old flat bottom
the
Betty.
Payment, the amount that it cost is more recent, so it's more realistic to now because after COVID, everything got skewed.
Well, yours is bigger than mine too.
Well, it's bigger, but yeah, it reflects current market value.
That's fair, dude. COVID really did screw the economy, and
because look at house prices in 2019 compared to now.
Actually, I didn't check back then, but what, like 120 maybe?
You could buy a house for 150 in 2019 and it be like a 3-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah.
Our house that we bought, it was bought in 2016 and it was listed for $80K.
Yeah. Crazy.
$80,000. And that's pretty close to 2019. I'd imagine it didn't jump that much in 2 years, but after 2020, it jumped up another 100K.
Yeah.
They got like a 200% increase or whatever. What would that be? 150%, something like that.
Yeah.
If it was priced at 80 and sold for around 180.
That's double and a half.
Yeah.
So a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Well, like here in DFW, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for a new build was $255.
Yeah.
That's just in DFW. That's a good point, though, because like they say in DFW, because you go south toward Houston, Conroe Woodlands area, our same house is $70K less on the market. I was like, what the fudge?
Yeah.
My buddy Lucas has a really nice house, and I was like, bruh, you're a teacher. Like, how do you have that? But his wife also works, and she makes really good money, too. But it was just a joke I made because I saw how much nicer his house was compared to mine. Yeah. And he's a teacher. But anyway.
So going back to some of the numbers, this says if you have the two of you and a child, so 3-person household, you need to make $184,000 to live comfortably.
Yeah, that's insane, though.
My brother has 3 kids, and I can tell you right now he doesn't make that much.
No.
And they live what I deem comfortable. They're all in sports.
Yeah.
They're in.
It's called saving.
Yeah.
And he owns land.
He owns land.
Yeah.
That's outside of DFW, but he owns a house within DFW.
But he was able to buy like acres somewhere else.
Yeah.
Off of his salary.
Yeah. And his 3 kids, and they eat fine. They're all in sports. They're in not private school, but one of those like homeschooler co-ed.
Yeah.
Like you still pay for the classes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they're doing like extracurricular activities, and like I said, Christmas, they're not getting us like $10 stickers.
Yeah.
Like they're getting us like decent gifts.
Well, here's the thing: is like the key word is saving. Okay, yeah. So let's just take Dave Ramsey's model here. He's always talking about just snowball things to chip away at your debt. So I know you said you don't want to save $1,000. That's not enough for a real emergency, right?
Right. You would want like at least 10.
Right now, just right now, can you put away? How long would it take you to put away just $8,000? Let's say you have 0. You and Paul together.
If we didn't pay like off our debt, Like what we're doing? Like if we just made minimal payments?
Minimum payments on your debt.
4 months.
For $1,000?
Oh, for 1,000? I
Yeah.
thought you were saying for 10.
No, for
I have 1,000 right now.
No, I'm saying, let's say you have 0.
Okay.
How quickly could you get to 1,000 minimum payments? 2 weeks. Okay. Do that again in 2 more weeks, but instead put it toward your debt.
Yeah.
And then just keep doing that until you're out of debt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you could do it in less than 6 months, I think. I don't know, depending on how much you owe. You could do it in a year.
Yes.
You could have your
besides student loans.
That's different.
And my car. But we could rope his car into it.
Yeah. You'd be done in a year, pretty much. All right. So now, again,
Besides the fact our plumbing needs fixed.
Yeah. As quickly as you could save 1,000, he says save 1,000 and then keep doing that but put it towards debt.
Yeah.
And then
here's my other point. We make close to what they said it takes a single person to live off of, and we could save $1,000 in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we have debt. Mm-hmm. We have a good amount of debt.
Yeah.
We have credit cards. We have personal loans. We both have loans on our cars. We have his student loans.
Yeah.
We have a mortgage. Like, where are they getting these numbers from?
The reason people say I need $138K to live comfortably is because they can't save their money.
Yeah.
You know, I've done it. I'm doing really well for a married couple, almost out of debt. Like I said, just like some student loans, but barely any. No car payment because I paid it off. Making $89 a year for both of us, I could cover all the bills and save 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, and it's saving.
Yeah.
I can do that a month. I can save 1,000 a month. After mortgage, after bills, all that stuff, 1,000 a month.
Right.
Actually, it's probably, if I really pinch pennies, it's really closer to like 1,300.
Yeah.
But that's assuming I don't buy a comic book or something or go out to eat.
They don't live comfortably, I'd say. Mm-hmm. But I know a couple that they make, I want to say 50 to 60 combined. And they have a place. Mm-hmm. They have furniture.
Do they
have
own
groceries.
It?
No.
Okay.
They're renting.
But they're
not
they have
under
a
a bridge. Yes. Yeah. They have a roof over their head. It's comfortable enough. You know, I wouldn't call that living comfortably.
Right.
You know, like that is a stretch. But saying that you need a 6-figure income to live comfortably is pretty wild to me.
Yeah.
Like if I think me and him could make it work at 90.
Yeah. I challenge y'all, anybody listening.
Combined.
I challenge anybody listening. Don't go out to eat for a month. Tell me how much more you have in your bank account.
Holy crap, dude. We haven't ate out in so long because of how much money. That's part of why we could come up with that. My grocery budget, I spend $100 a week.
Yep.
On our groceries.
And that's like...
That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home.
That's when you're out of paper towels, too, and you got to add that in there. Yep. You know, because I bet you, like, when it's
I keep my actual food closer to $50, $60 bucks.
Because when that's what I was saying. When you're just talking food and you're just replenishing stuff, like, oh, we're out of carrots for the soup this week, you're really probably looking at, like, closer to $80 or $75,
right.
You know?
And, like, I make good food. Mm-hmm. Like we're not eating ramen. Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes we eat fancy ramen, but you know, like we're not pushing pennies. Mm-hmm. You know, like I'm making Thai fried rice and I'm making sushi rolls. Yeah. The sushi rolls fit into our weekly grocery budget so that I did not go over budget.
Right.
And I was able to feed 4 of us sushi.
Yep. And I was full.
And full. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was not
like
a minimal amount. Yeah. It could have been 6 people.
Yeah, it could have been. Well, 1.5 extra. Just kidding. Love you, yeehaw. Yeah. I'm glad I don't know his real name. Just kidding. Like I was saying, I challenge y'all listening, all 7 of you, like, don't go out to eat for 1 month. You will just tell me how much you saved. Type it in the comments. Or if you've done it before, let me know how much you saved. I saved $1,100 at my worst when I was literally just like, I didn't cook. I never went to the grocery store. Yeah. I just was every meal 3 to 4 times a day sometimes. I $1,100, I'm telling you. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
And I even when I figured that out, I still didn't get in gear until I met Maddie and I was like, okay, now we're saving for our future.
Yeah.
She's already got me saving for kids. So I'm like, that's awesome. And it's like, I was like, oh, I could save $1,000 to $1,300 a month, you know?
Right?
So
And then, just going up from there, like it says a family of 5 needs to make $265,000.
That's insane. That's insane. Because most of y'all...
My brother's a family of 5. And like I said, he's one of the lower... I won't give his... I don't even know his income, to the dollar.
Like
but
that.
I know it's less...
It's less than that.
Than that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not in the 2s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that much. I know it's not in the 2s.
I don't make $100K, and I'm doing fine. And I'd be fine with kids.
Yeah.
I know that just based on budgeting. If I made double that and a half, I could quit.
What are people doing?
I could quit working, And like some people that call into Dave Ramsey's show make that much money. And they're like, we're living paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, what the hell you are?
Yeah.
And they bought 5 cars they can't afford.
Right.
They have a big house that they can't afford. And it's just like all that money's going to nothing.
Yeah. And I have a little bit of sympathy because, like I said, me and Paul are, I wouldn't call us check to check. The only reason we are check to check is because of how much we're paying towards debt.
Right.
So if we were making the minimal payments, we could have.
But every 2 weeks, if you just put 1,000 into it.
That's what we've been doing.
I'm telling you.
It's a never-ending monster.
I know.
We've paid off $50K in the last 2 years, I think.
And a lot of those people they surveyed made a lot of dumb decisions when they were 18 to 22.
Right.
Because they'll let you take out $100K in loans. And what was that meme you sent me where it's like, well, they should know not to give it to a kid, so I just won't pay it back. Or it was something. It was something stupid. Pay your debts off, guys. We were joking. Pay your debts. Don't go into default.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm tempted to file for bankruptcy because I'm just like, man, if they could just take it all away.
But bankruptcy means something different than what you think it means.
There's multiple types of bankruptcy.
Well, you were talking about business bankruptcy, and that's where debt goes away. Okay, the one that's not true. But setting aside business bankruptcy, your personal bankruptcy does not take away the debt. It just consolidates it.
It depends on what you file. Okay. If you don't want to lose your stuff, yes, it consolidates it.
Right.
So like if you don't want to give up your car and your house, yes, it consolidates it.
Yes.
If I'm correct, if you're willing to fork over everything you own, it would wipe it out.
Okay. But if you'd fork over your house.
Well, I wouldn't file that kind, but
exactly. So, but bankruptcy doesn't just mean it goes away. Like we don't use the office logic here, where I declare bankruptcy and you're good. You have to. One, your credit's shot forever, a long time.
7
Not
years.
forever. That's a long time though for an adult, especially as we get older. We have less 7 years ahead of us, and if we're going by those increments. So.
I just hear because there's a lot of people that talk about bankruptcy that have filed it, and they talk about like it's not nearly what like corporate America makes it seem to be.
Yeah.
Like it is like no regrets that they've done it. And so I'm just kind of like, I'm just so curious about it because it's like, okay, every rich person has done it. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, maybe not personally, no, but the ones you can think of often, like Trump has filed bankruptcy multiple times.
Not personally. His casinos.
Okay.
Some of his individual casinos.
His businesses.
Some of his individual businesses filed for bankruptcy. But that was also, and you have to consider this. God, you brought up politics. I can't believe you. I actually did research into this.
Okay.
Partially through our conversations, but also like you hear people on the news, Trump filed for bankruptcy. Why is he running our country? And it's like, okay, well, good point. You hear the name Trump and the word bankruptcy, they have crossed paths. So you go back and look it up. He owns like 50 casinos during a time when a lot of casinos were filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Like 6 of his casinos filed for bankruptcy.
Okay.
Not all of them across the board. Not all Trump casinos filed for bankruptcy. Oh, Trump filed for bankruptcy. No. 7 of his independent businesses that had nothing to do with each other on paper. I'm sure they all avoid taxes some other way. But the individual ones filed for bankruptcy. And again, I promise you, it doesn't mean the debt went away. It just meant they reshuffled a lot of stuff. They have probably sold a bunch of machines. Yeah, exactly. So Trump has not personally filed for bankruptcy. Some of his individual businesses have 6 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that specific example, it wasn't Trump himself.
Yeah, I had to jump down your throat on that.
But I
I've done some
hear
research.
multiple examples of rich people filing for bankruptcy. And then there's people, at least in like comments I've seen that talk about filing for bankruptcy, that people talk about like it's the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
We can finally breathe.
Yeah.
Now,
well, that's the thing. Breathe. Like they were dying.
Yeah.
You're not dying. You don't need to file for bankruptcy.
I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, I know.
It's been years.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Dave Ramsey says to sell stuff to put towards the debt. So he'll always, if someone has a truck that they cannot afford, he tells them to sell it and put it toward the debt. Would you be prepared to do that with any of your assets? Not even just cars.
Oh, okay, I was about to say I'd be willing to do it with my car because I was even telling Paul, I was like, so my car payment's $400 a month. Okay, so let me backtrack. What I need to make to cover my portion of bills that I'm in charge of a month, I need to make $1,200 to cover my portion.
Yeah.
Paul takes the most of it, but as far as whatever I'm in charge of, right? If I were, my car is $400 a month. My car insurance is $200 a month. Gas, I'm paying, I mean, we live out of the Metroplex and I'm traveling into the Metroplex all the time.
I'm sorry, this beer is going right to my head, so I'm just letting you know. Okay. I'm still processing what you're saying, but I am also feeling it.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't drank in a long time.
Okay.
Not since Zane's bachelor trip.
Good for you.
I'm lying, but
No, I know you're lying about that, but okay. And
I'm a good boy now.
Anyways, so gas is, I don't know, let's just call it $200 a month. So we're at 4,
Jesus.
2, 6, 8.
Where the hell are you driving? Maddie's car was $20 to almost fill it up now, with gas prices going down under Trump's administration.
Mine's like 30, and I drive a lot.
Okay.
I would say, I would say I probably get a tank a week.
I'm sorry, that tracks.
Yeah.
Let's say once a week, and that's assuming
it's like $30-$40.
You probably have to. Some weeks you have to do it more than once.
You're right.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. So even just 30 times 4 is 120.
Yeah.
Gas in between those. Okay. Right. I'm sorry. That tracks.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So that's $800 a month.
Yeah.
If we got rid of my car, we're saving at that point $800. Mm-hmm. So that makes me in charge of $400 a month.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a very walkable area where I could get a $15 an hour job across the street at the grocery store, get a discount on groceries, and make more than enough of $400 a month to cover stuff.
Right.
And then on top of that, it's at a grocery store where it's discounted or what have you, or I can walk across to one of the restaurants.
Which you already do sometimes. Walk to the store, walk to the restaurant. Yeah.
I walk all the time down here. If it's across the street, like unless it's bad weather, like I'm walking.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What you're describing is like, okay, I listen to Dave Ramsey a lot, like I said 5 times before.
Before we get too off track, though, that's my asset that I would be willing to get rid of.
He tells you to do that stuff that bankruptcy would make you do, but he tells you to start doing that without filing for bankruptcy. So it's not on your credit, but you're still doing that method.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're already thinking that way and you're inclined to like, oh, if I just file for bankruptcy, they'll make me liquidate. What you're describing is called liquidating
your assets.
You could also just do that without having to do the bankruptcy part.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fair.
So if you wanted to. I'm not saying you have to, because y'all are doing fine.
Yeah.
Y'all are paying off debt and saving.
Because that was one of the points I presented to Paul, because he's wanting to get into the fire department. Yeah. And some of the major ones aren't currently hiring.
I thought you were about to let me take a shot.
Some of them aren't hiring.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that is no, Irving.
No, good.
Is really low pay.
Yeah.
And that's where I brought up like we could get rid of my car and make it work. That's $800 a month.
Yeah.
You know.
Jesus, man. I can't. My car payment was $250 pre-COVID.
Well, I'm including my insurance.
Okay.
Gas.
But still, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, because like I said, my car payment's $400.
Okay.
And then insurance, gas, this, that.
Yeah, because they make you get full
oil
coverage.
Changes.
Yeah, that's every couple months. You can save for that.
Yeah, but
that can come out of your $1,000 emergency.
But that's still something associated with my car.
Right.
You know, so it's like.
See. Yeah. But like back to our original point, most Americans make enough. They're just not putting it into debt, or they're not saving it. So you make a lot of dumb decisions, 18 to 22, myself included. I'm no saint. Or you just don't save for 10 years like I also wasn't doing. I only recently, these past year and a half, started saving like this the way I am now.
Yeah. And a lot of people that I see complain about being uncomfortably tight, like drive through some of the worst neighborhoods and they have some of the best cars. Like that's where they have Mustangs. That's where they have like really nice sports cars, or is like the trashy ghetto.
Because they're putting all their money in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Or, you know, they have their nails freshly done or their hair freshly done. And it's like, hey guys, like these are luxuries, you know, and I think that's ultimately maybe, I don't know, that's pretty far stretched. And I think just driving a narrative that has like some other intention behind it. But let's say, sure. I think where it's getting messed up is everybody's version of comfortable. So I was explaining to Paul, my version of comfortable is we have a budget, but I don't need to whip out my calculator in the middle of the store. If my budget's $100 and I spend $103.98, I'm like, cool, I hit my budget. I don't have to sit there and like calculate the taxes. Like that to me is comfortable. I'm living by a budget, but it's loose enough to where, you know, a few dollars can fly in between and it's fine. And that to me is comfortable. But maybe for other people, it's not. Maybe for other people, like their version of comfortable is being able to go get their nails done. It is being able to have their hair looking nice the way they want it to be. And those are expensive habits. So I guess that's just where the difference is falling.
Right. No, and I'm with you, dude. Like, the problem isn't we're not making enough. The problem is we're not doing better with what we have. Like I said, I'm doing great, just 89. We could live off of that and save. And that's me and Maddie. And if we had kids in there too, like they're expensive, but they're not like, oh God, we're screwed now. Like we'd be fine. We've done the math. You know,
the part where, because kids for me is going to be fairly inexpensive, assuming everything goes right. I want to do cloth diapering. It's come a long ways. It's not the way people think it is anymore. It's actually super easy. I would like to be breastfeeding instead of formula, assuming that I can. Okay. I get there's some people that can't. They have something go wrong where they're not producing enough. I get that. Ideally, food's covered for however long. Diapers are a one-time expense, and whatever else in between.
You'd also keep up with it. My problem with the reusable diapers essentially is I just the cleaning up part and reusing is the hard part. So disposable diapers are how I would go because I'm lazy. But Maddie would be totally fine with those, I think. She'd wash them.
And so for us having a kid, the child itself won't be expensive, ideally. The problem is medical stuff. You got birthing, even if you have insurance, it's ridiculous. You got the kid has the flu. The kid has a weird cough. And so now you got, you know, like I started kind of thinking from a medical standpoint, kids have a lot of medical emergencies that you take them in on. And so that's where I see it being expensive is that side of things.
And like you have to take them to the doctor.
Right,
you know?
right.
Like they bunk their head and they're bleeding. You're like, oh God. Like, you know, me, I can walk it off.
Right,
you know, or
exactly.
maybe I have a concussion. But
exactly. Every small thing, your doctor's office. You know, so I get the child expense in that sense of things. But as far as like the actual child itself costing a lot, at least while they're young, I don't really get where a lot of these numbers are coming from.
Like, honestly, like most emergencies, like if you're saving, like you're fine.
Yeah. And maybe this is complete ignorance. Maybe I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to come back on the show, baby in hand, and be like, dude, this is the most expensive thing I've ever had.
We need $189K to live. we're
maybe
sinking.
I'll eat my words.
Yeah, like we have to file for bankruptcy.
From my ignorance, I don't see it. And I've watched other families. You know, this isn't just me living in my own brain. Like I said, I know plenty of people that have multiple kids. I know people that make less than we do. I know we make less than others, you know, like sorry.
And you know what? There's certain demographic of people with 8 kids that do just fine in poverty in the ghetto.
Now, I will say they probably get government support most times. So.
Fair enough. But it's not, I don't know if it's as much as they'd have you think. It's still more than they deserve. Living off the government. But like
depends on the person. I've met people where they have 4 kids and they're only getting $200 a month in SNAP benefits. I know somebody else that has 1 kid, she gets $1,200. How? How?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just, I don't know, playing the system. I don't know.
Right.
But like,
if I knew, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. I also do not know.
Yeah. You know, so everybody tries to say that stereotype doesn't happen, but I have a friend that I'm literally friends with where that happens.
Yeah.
And she tells me like how much she's getting. And
it's similar to military. And I know, like, you know, if you get disability from military service, thank you for your service. But like you see people with missing limbs and they make, you know, 1,200 disability or something. But then somebody was like, oh, I got mental health PTSD. And they're like, oh, here's $4K a month. And it's like, how does that work? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not complaining. Like, if
answering the questions correctly, I guess.
I guess so. But like, you know, if you're military and you get a disability or, you know, whatever for, you know, thank you for all the stuff you did for the country. But it just baffles me. I don't know what they're judging it off of.
Factors,
no clue. Yeah, I would have thought you're missing you're missing your legs. You are disabled. So like, where's my $5K a month to live? Right. You know, but no. Oh, I get $1,000. I'm like, oh God. Yeah. And then a guy who's like, yeah, I got like minor PTSD. I smoke weed for the symptoms. I'm like, oh, here's $4K.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. My brain no worky. That's my thought. So I don't know, but we are at the hour mark and the cameras haven't cut off yet, but they will. Anything else you want to add to the money stuff?
I think we got it pretty well wrapped up. Wrapped up.
That is, that's it, guys.
if you're watching the show, tell us if you are comfortable. Where do you stand in the line of what they say you should be making, and are you living comfortably? Or
are you 400K a year salary and you were living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah. Tell me what you're doing wrong, because I know if that's the case, something I said had to have resonated with you and you felt attacked. Tell me how I personally attacked you. I want to hear it.
Let us know. I'm curious. Are we just ignorant and oblivious to what all is going on in the world and we just are living high luxury without knowing it? Or are we kind of hitting some points here where it's like, yeah, $287,000 for, you know, family of 5 is a little insane. And like I said, it's specified DFW. Don't come at me with Los Angeles. Don't come at me with New York City. Yeah. This is DFW specified. Let us know. Yeah. I don't want to hear about Seattle. Yeah. I do not care. Unrelated. I almost bought caviar this weekend. Dude, I've only bought it so many times. You have? I almost bought it so many times. Almost bought it. Sorry. Yes. I think I said only. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I'm messing up. You got any in the fridge? Let me try that. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time. All right. See you guys.